There's something in the water. The Lord woke me up the other day with a vision, and it was very disturbing. I heard a crash of water in the spirit, and then I saw a scene of a subway, and there was a boy on the subway. He was, I'm going to say, anywhere from 12 to 14, and he all of a sudden just dropped on the subway. Okay, he was lifeless. There was nothing left in him. And then I saw a vision of another little boy who was significantly younger, I'm going to say around 6. And he was laying lifeless. You could see he had no hair. His skin was completely pale. I could see him from the chest up. He was just laying there with his eyes closed, and his skin was like kind of fused to his skeleton. And then the Lord brought a song to my spirit. And the song is that Carrie Underwood song. It's called Something in the Water. Now, when this song came out, I was very aware of how the occultists have been using the music to tell you what's going on, to place spells over people's lives and curses and whatnot. So it hit me so hard when I heard this song in the beginning, because I knew that it had nothing to do with what the other lyrics in the song are talking about. Okay, it was talking about they're putting something in the water. And I just felt it in my soul so powerfully at that time. Now then, I remember somebody had put out a prophetic word, I'm going to say around 2020. And the Lord had been speaking to me about the sickness that was going around and what it actually was and why people were actually getting sick and who was dying and why they were dying. And it had nothing to do with the narrative that was put out there. And so when this prophetic message came out, it was talking about when the actual real plague comes, okay? And they were saying that they saw people were in their showers, using their water, and becoming very ill and passing because of this. And that this was an actual plague, okay? The amount of loss was so much that it was staggering. Now, I remembered this after I had woken up. He had put that song on my spirit, so I felt it very powerfully. I remembered that prophetic message, and I hadn't remembered that for a very long time because it's been quite a few years now. And then all of a sudden, I started crying. It's like I felt the pain of the tragedy in my soul already. Most of the time when he gives me messages, I don't have any emotional reaction unless it's something personal, and that's how most people are. Unless it's affecting you directly, it doesn't bother you as much. I mean, you can be sad on a certain level, but only to a certain extent. It's like when you go to a funeral or something and you want to comfort somebody and you really don't know how, because maybe you've never been through that. You've never lost somebody that close to you, right? So you can only offer a certain amount of emotional support because that's all you're feeling. And most people are not trained in what words to say, how to emotionally support somebody after loss. And so a lot of people are out there going, okay, nothing's really happening because it hasn't happened to them, right? Well, this is going to be hitting a lot of people. It's not going to be like last time. And he always brings to my remembrance a movie that I saw as a child. I think, I could be wrong on this, I think it was called Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. I just remember the scene of the plague, right? I remember them saying, this guy with a wheelbarrow or something, saying, bring out your dead, okay? And so this was the image put in my head as a child of what a plague is like. And so when that wasn't happening last time, and it was concluded that most of the deaths were happening because of doctor negligence and, them making it happen, to create numbers, to create a panic, to force people to do things they don't want to do, it just never made sense, because it's like, well, this isn't an actual plague. We don't see people all around us dropping the way that they say they are, because it wasn't actually happening that way. And so this time it's real, and it's because there's something in the water.